Welcome to episode 6 of Meet Houston Missions. I'm Paul Cannon with Simmons and Fletcher, injury and accident lawyers, and I'm here today very excited to talk to Lynda Dierker, the executive director of CyHope. Lynda, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Paul, and thank you for the opportunity to highlight CyHope and Meet Houston's mission.
Absolutely, and I understand that in about a year ago, your name changed to Dierker. So congratulations on that recent marriage.
Thank you.
Without further ado, tell us a little bit about CyHope and what CyHope does.
Well, CyHope is all about making life better for kids. We actually started in the Cy-Fair area. As you well know, we live in unincorporated Harris County. We are part of Greater Houston, and nothing can really define us except our school district. And that's where we started when we recognized that at the time we had 110,000 students in the school district. Now we have 117,000 students, and 55% of that 117,000 students are considered economically disadvantaged. So 10 years ago, in late 2010, we were incorporated in 2011. A group of concerned citizens came together under the leadership of a senior pastor of Founder United Methodist Church. And it was his vision that if the church ceased to exist today, would the community miss it? And we had to say, you know, our members would, but I don't know about the community, because we haven't really built a highway in the community. And that's when we kind of looked at what our community looked like, and then saw that really people think that we live in this very affluent area of Houston, when really there's 55% of the students in your school district that are economically disadvantaged. There are some gaps. There has to be. So CyHope was birthed to bring needs and solutions together and fill those gaps and just be the catalyst to rally the community behind the students that are most vulnerable. And so we do that with various programs. We started with our flagship program, our backpack feeding program. So a partnership with the Houston Food Bank, we're able to provide bags of foods for students that would otherwise might not have food from their families over the weekends. And then it just kind of grew from there. We have after school programs, and they're called our Hope Centers. And it's a safe place for kids to go after school, where they do homework help, life skills classes, arts and crafts and recreation. It's just a safe place for kids to go after school. We have one in a trailer park. We have 4 in apartment complexes. And our newest one is actually in Waller. So those were our first 2 programs. And from there, we just kind of grew. Our Dierker's Champs initiative is our sports initiative, making champions on and off the field. We have a music initiative called Divine Virtuosos, and giving kids the opportunity to learn a musical instrument and to have band camp. We host the 5th grade choral festival for the school district. We have a counseling center that it's staffed with licensed professional counselors, interns, and practicum students. We see families on a sliding scale, and we see anywhere from young children as young as 2 all the way up to adults. And that is one of our income generators, but we operate on a sliding scale, so we can see some families at pro bono, some at, various, depending on their income level, we can see them just at various income levels. That's why we have practicum students and interns. So we do camp, summer camp for kids that would otherwise not have that opportunity to go to summer camp. That's called our Camp Lemonade. And we have our high school, and it's a mentoring program that's embedded in the high school curriculum in the PACE Plus programs. It's called our Ambassadors of Compassion program. And then we have our POP program. It's Providing Opportunities programs. And that's where we assist families that they have students that are academically capable of taking a college course in high school and getting dual credit or the advanced placement test. And then for those kids that aren't college bound, we want students that are academically capable to go to college, but we also know that not every kid is college bound. And we want those welders, those auto mechanics, the culinary students, the cosmetologists. And so we help pay for those certifications for those students. So that's kind of our programs, and we sustain it all with our resale market and then our venue. We own about 9 acres in the back of the old Northwest Forest Quick Copy. And we have a replica of the Alamo where we can host events. And so it's one of our income generators for weddings and receptions and parties. And so that's how we generate income. And then, of course, with our fundraisers.
Something tells me with all of these things that you've got going on, you guys have hundreds of thousands of volunteers you are coordinating on a yearly basis around there for all these different programs. Is that correct?
That's correct. In each program has a significant amount of volunteers. You know, our backpack program, it requires drivers to, bring that food to the schools to get it in the hands of the students. So we have about 75 to 100 volunteers for just our backpack program. Our resale market averages about 200 or more volunteers per month. And then all our other initiatives with our AOC, we have coaches that are actually teaching those classes. We have up to 50, 54 just in that program. And then in our sports initiative, we've got a lot of volunteers as coaches, as umpires. And so, yes, we rely on volunteers heavily for each of our programs. And if you want to be involved directly with the students, we have those volunteer opportunities. But there's also some people that, they just want to help the kids, but it kind of be behind the scenes. We have all those types of volunteer opportunities as well.
Wow. And so where can people go to learn about all these different opportunities and how they can sign up and become involved?
They can go to our website. It's cy-hope.org. And just simply go to the volunteer opportunities page. You can click on that. You'll get an email with a link that lists all the different opportunities. Some of them are special projects, some of them are ongoing, but we can get them connected to whichever program that they feel a passion about.
So tell us, you mentioned that y'all have some fundraisers that y'all do. What kind of fundraisers do y'all do throughout the year?
We have 2 golf tournaments. One is Larry Dierker Celebrity Golf Classic that happens in November. We also have a Winter Classic that is typically in February. Then we have a Cypress Market that's end of April, beginning of May time frame. And that's actually on our headquarters campus. And then we have a clay shoot that usually happens around April each year.
What an awesome program, and what an amazingly large program, something that started off in little Cypress, Texas, and become. That is great. I thank you for taking the time to come on the show and share a little bit about it. We've covered a lot, but is there anything else about the CyHope program or the missions or needs you guys have that I haven't covered that we need to share?
Well, a couple of things that I do want to mention is that we are opening our second Hope Chest. It will be sometime in this spring of coming year, and that will be in Katy, and we do have our location. It will be at the frontage road of 99, just south of 529, FM 529, so in that area, and it's going to be called the Hope Chest Katy. And then another initiative that we have, we're in the process of purchasing land for fields for our baseball initiative. And we'll have a capital campaign. That's going to be about a $4 to $5 million project. So we are negotiating the land as we speak, and I just look forward to that happening and actually having our own fields for the kids to be able to play not only baseball, but softball and other types of sports in that initiative. So those are some initiatives that are coming up, as well as the typical things that we have during the holiday season. We have, our holiday assistance and for kids that we help with the schools. So that's going on, and lots of fun, different things that happen throughout the year. And I'm just, honored that I'm part of this, and just thank you for putting this together and, bringing together other nonprofits to highlight them, because, we all serve different pockets of our greater Houston area, but they're all important.